Hey guys, Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more of RimWorld, back with some more of our little Sanguophage blood cult here. We've got a couple of things to get done today. We are going to continue with Operation We Live Inside These Walls and Nobody Comes and Gets Us Ever Again. It's a little wordy. We're going to have to workshop that one a little bit. But I want to pull in the yaks and the cows and all of that into the central structure here, get this all walled off, and then really feel a lot more comfortable about being defensive. The other thing we need to get done is leave. We need to go trading again. As somebody pointed out in the comments with my grav anchor here, I have some plasteel to do this, but not enough. I've got 147 plasteel to put this grav anchor together, and I need 300. So we need to come up with some more plasteel somewhere. And thankfully, now that Mila is all royal-like, we've got a pretty easy way of doing that. We're going to send another trading expedition out. The thing is, do I have a lot to sell? We're kind of behind on art. We've sold most of our art. Tweak's desperately working on some more art pieces down there. What are you doing right now, Tweak? A marble small sculpture. Well, that's delightful. That's probably about 150, 200 silver right there. And I've got apparently a steel large sculpture. I'm not sure. Tweak, why are we making things out of steel? We don't do that, steel. That's not a thing that we do. But we're going to keep going on walling all of this in. They're going fantastic. They're just going gangbusters over here. They're loving this. Like, yes, please wall all of this in. And by all of them, I mean this one bot is doing most of the work. But let's continue with Operation We Live Inside and Nobody Ever Comes and Gets Us Ever. Again, it's wordy. We're definitely going to need to workshop that. I'm going to start killing off some of these fields. That's a stockpile zone, Dave. Killing off some of these fields so we don't need this anymore. We don't need... Actually, just get those last bits of cotton. Before you delete that, get those last bits of cotton. We don't really need this anymore. In terms of veggies, we're fine with the hydroponics right now, and we've got tons of meat. We have so much meat. We've murdered so many animals around here. The next thing I'm going to do is carve out this bit and then move this stockpile down here. So I need somewhere to put all of this stuff that I'm going to take out of there. So mine out all of that and all of that and all of that. And hey, this time, Dave, why don't you check out to see whether there's a roof above that area? Yeah, just as a thought. Let's just see if there's a roof above that area so you don't tear something down and then the roof falls on somebody. Because we've had that problem in the past, haven't we, Dave? There's a bit of roof here. Okay, not much, admittedly, but let's make sure we get rid of it. So get rid of, let me see, remove anything in here. Just remove any roof that might be kicking around in there. And Angie's already on it. Angie, our little quest target here, our little quest settler here, is already on it. Angie loves a bit of the mining. Oh, she's all about the mining. Look at that. Mining of 6, and she loves doing it. Oh, yeah, and we've got a Megasloth. Probably I should have opened with that. Yeah, we own a Megasloth now. Let's deal with you. We're going to rename you. The comments had a few names, but I liked Fluffy. Fluffy the Megasloth. So you live with us now, and you're being trained to kill, obviously. You're being trained to do a lot of things, but... Oh, Kirk. Oh, Kirk, it's so slow. It's so slow, Kirk. Angie's carving a whole mountain out. And you are just very, very slowly moving that piece of wood in. Kirk, I'm aging watching you do this. I'm aging. You're aging too, that's right. You're about as aged as you're gonna get. But wow. I'm regretting my experiment with Scathe in favor of I should have experimented with Kirk, turning Kirk into a sanguophage. That might have healed some of his major problems. But if it didn't, my backup, if it didn't, now I've just got a slow vampire, which doesn't really benefit anyone at all, including Kirk. Hey, Jonesy, how's your thing going over here? What are you actually researching right now? Oh, the multi-analyzer. Excellent, good. Yeah, we want one of those doohickeys. Let's set up another trading expedition here while NG is working on that, because I really want to move this down here, this stockpile down here, before we move all the yaks and stuff in here. I'm thinking a little barn here and then some kind of fence structure here, maybe once we get rid of that cotton field. Okay, let's go a-travelin', as the kids say these days. Let's go a-travelin'. So we're going to form a caravan to go right over here to the Royals and see if they've got any plasteel. I'll also be curious if their inventory is refreshed in any way. So they didn't have a bionic spine the last time we were here, but they might have one this time. We definitely have to send Mila. Obviously, she's the royal around here. And let's send some people who are fairly heavily armed. Wow. Whitehead, you're worth 2,500 silver. You are very expensive, Whitehead. You are very, very... Sissy's only worth 365. Sissy's a bargain. You can pick up like a bunch of sissies for one whitehead. Wow, the trade value of you whitehead is phenomenal. We might just sell whitehead. Okay, send you along. And who else could be good around here? How about, no, not Jonesy. Jonesy's doing the research. Tweak is doing the art. I'd love to send Lisa Laser, but Lisa's doing all my crafting and I need a lot of stone blocks. I don't send Scathe. Scathe's not really going anywhere else. Send Sissy. Send my 10-year-old rageaholic along here. Send a couple of yaks because we need the carry capacity, so yak 1 and yak 5 can go. Now, items. This time, Dave, why don't you remember to take the bedrolls because you never, ever do that. Where are they? I do have bedrolls here, right? I'm doing 3 different RimWorld runs. I'm really never sure what... No, I have no bedrolls. Okay, never mind about the bedrolls. Don't worry about it. It's a quick hop. We'll be over there in no time. Let's take any hardcore narcotics that we've got kicking around. The Royals love that. We'll take that dread leather. Actually, they didn't buy it the last time, so they're not going to buy it this time. That's pretty standard there. What do I have for art? Not much. I got that, and I got that. Remember to actually take money, Dave. You didn't do that last time. You didn't actually take any money. So bring all of your silver, and then a bunch of these clothing will sell well. So throw in a few parkas. We can always make more. We can make clothes all day. A wooden club, sure, whatever. Bring that along. That'll get me a silver or 2. I've got a dead scorcher if anyone wants that. I've got dead locust. They probably don't want that. I'm just going to go ahead and say they probably don't want that. Bring the happy tree seed. Maybe we can dump that on them. Probably don't take the toxic waste packs. They're not going to be into that sort of thing. I got a lot of... I just said I could make more clothes, and then I'm going to sell all of my cloth and leather. I have a ton of cloth, though. How about we take that light leather along? They might be interested in that. Okay, so that's some stuff. And then let's get some more stuff here. It's not a long trip. I'm going to bring like 1 hemogen pack. Actually, just 1, thank you. 1 hemogen pack from Mila. We've got some kibble coming in. Why are we not taking the packaged meals, guys? Don't worry about the fine meals. Take these instead, and these meals too. Probably don't need 74 of them, though. It's only like a 2 or 3 day trip. So there we go, like 15 of those. We're bringing a little bit of medicine. Oh, there's the bedrolls. They've already put them in. Okay, good. Good job, team. You already figured that out. Right, these are in travel supplies, not in items. Okay, so they already figured that out. Excellent. Okay, send that along. Some people's diets don't allow the food. Who cares? Eat. Just eat, all right? Eat or don't eat. You know what? It's all you, kid. You eat or you don't eat. I don't really care. Okay, that's hopefully... So 147 plastiles, right? So I need 153 plasteel minimum to get this done. The gravlite panels I can do, although it's going to suck up a lot of my gravlite panels. And we finally got the advanced components from the last trading mission that we did. I didn't even think to look at plasteel. I was just so focused on the advanced components. I'm a very focused person, you can tell. I'm focused all the time on things. What's a shiny thing that I can get distracted by? Oh, my prisoners, right. So, Lamp, you're not ever going to be joining us because you are unwaveringly loyal. And Oshviat, we've got you on maintain only because you kind of suck. You're just broadly terrible at things. You'd be good with the Megasloth. You'd be good with Fluffy the Megasloth. But mostly we're just going to suck the blood out of you. I realize somewhat ironically we're blood farming Scathe, who is a Sanguophage. So it's entirely likely we are feeding Scathe her own blood to keep her alive, or at least a vampire alive, which is odd. Scathe, maybe just keep it. Keep it in the first place and don't ask for more. Okay, next, back to Operation We Live Inside and Nobody Ever Hurts Us Ever Again. Again, it's wicked wordy. I get it. It's wicked wordy. We're going to workshop that one. I do need to seal off... Well, I've got a door here. It wouldn't kill me to put another wall and a door here. Just as an extra barrier. Maybe later I can put a turret in there or something, just in case anyone's feeling frisky with my doors. And then down here, we should be fairly well covered. We've got our back door out here, and that's a nice sandstone door. That'll crumble very, very easily. And then this is all going to get walled off. I'm probably going to keep this door and wall combination, and then everything else is going to go. And then I've got another back door out here. And then everything's going to be protected, and we're never, ever going to get hurt ever again. He says optimistically. What can I be doing while the guys are gone? I would like to... Here's what I'd like to do. Where is the Mechanator these days? That should be some kind of quest that I haven't figured out yet. Tribal database. No, that's ideology. That's ideology. That is never going to happen. Surveying site, that's for a fuel optimizer, so that's for Odyssey. Somewhere in the world is the Mechanator. And I know it's popped up, I just don't remember it. Is that you down here? Mech repair needed, that's fine. Ancient complex, okay. No, that's trees. That's just trees and a hollow. All right, somewhere around here, I might have to take an off-screen moment and kind of poke around and find it. Is the Mechanator? I'm pretty sure that quest has popped up. Again, he says optimistically, knowing that he's got 3 different RimWorld runs going, and he plays it in his own time. So really 4. If the 4th one's going very badly, I'm going to have to abandon that colony. Kalina's cube withdrawal has worsened. Yeah, the cube thing is going to be an issue. We're going to have cube comas soon. That's we got rid of the cube. The cube is gone. We've jetted the cube off to somebody else. They can have cube problems, but now I'm going to have cube problems. So Kalina is cube obsessed, basically. Yep, cube withdrawal moderate, so she's less conscious. At withdrawal 100, I don't actually remember what happens. I've had one very bad cube addict in my RimWorld life. She's either going to get over it, or she's going to go into a coma, and which cannot be solved without the cube, basically, or Kalina, or just as a thought, Kalina, just from experience, as someone who's done this, killing you, and then finding a way to resurrect you. Oh, I should look for Resurrector Mech Serum while I'm at the Royals. I don't think they're going to have one. I am pretty sure we have determined that Resurrector Mech Serum only comes from quest items. It's only a quest thing. You cannot buy it from anybody. It's got to come up as a quest. So I might actually have to take an off-screen moment to kind of poke around and figure out where the Mechanator thing was. Hang on, there's a fire. I should probably deal with that. Where's the fire? Okay, that's kind of somebody else's fire. It's pouring rain, guys. We didn't really need to bother with that. Josephine's insects. Talk to me, Josephine. An 8-year-old is calling from nearby. She's poisoned on an underground insect colony. She's soaked in insect pheromones, and the bugs are hunting her. Oh, good. Right. So 2 hives in 3 days. Will the team be back by then? I mean, hold that thought, Josephine, soaked in insect pheromone. That sounds gross. Kids these days, they're all about the body sprays, aren't they? I've got Lisa Laser. I've got Jonesy. He's got the Hellcat rifle. I've got Voltstron, who is terrible and has a steel knife. Kalina, Marble Club. Tweak, with a shotgun. And then, you know what? I'm not even going to bother, Kirk. I'm not even going to bother. Okay? Just don't worry about it. It would take you 3 days to get to the bugs. 2 hives. Okay. Can I cope with that? He says. Not even optimistically, because the answer is likely no. Kind of depends where they show up. Some areas I can defend a lot better than others. I wouldn't mind having Josephine on board. I wish I could know something about Josephine, but of course we can't. 8-year-old, so she's not going to do a lot. I don't know, she can, play with Sissy or something. Sissy can teach her to kill. Look, here's the gig. You've all seen me play RimWorld. Whether you're new to the channel or not, you've all seen me play RimWorld. Okay, some people have been watching me play RimWorld for years. They know what's going to happen. They're already commenting right now. There's already a comment in this video that says, oh, he's going to take him. Yep, Josephine's coming on board. Despite the obvious danger and the chance that you may gain 1 colonist, but 2 or 3 will be killed. He's going to do it anyway. If you're new to the channel, go read those comments, because there are definitely people who've been around here for years going, he's going to do it. Even though this is dumb. His best soldiers are away. He's sent away the vampire with the amazing Warhammer. He sent away Whitehead, who apparently is very valuable. And he sent away a 10-year-old Rageaholic. So the best people are gone, and he's going to invite some insects in exchange for an 8-year-old. It's a terrible trade. So here's a thing that exists. The part of our brain that determines risk-reward ratio is not fully developed in humans until, early to mid-20s. That's why teenagers are terrible. They have no sense of, if this is a good idea or not. That's why they do stupid things. They're biologically incapable of making a good decision. But then later, they learn to do that. That part of the brain develops, and humans go, this is a terrible idea. Why would I do this? I'm pretty sure that part of my brain never developed. I'm convinced this is why I do things like I'm about to do. That part of my brain, the part of your brain that determines risk-reward ratio, is what I'm doing worth the risk? I'm pretty sure that one never popped. I've been sitting on that my entire life. Of course we're accepting Josephine. Josephine, you're in, kid. Come on in. Risk reward ratio is for suckers. Okay, here you are. Let me slam it into pause mode there. Josephine, you're soaked in insect pheromones. Kid, lay off the body spray. It's not sexy, I assure you. Where are you? First of all, okay, there you are. What are you like into? You're into the Accord of Southeastern Bloodfeeders. That's not us, but you're into Bloodfeeders. That will work out well. Creed of Power. Oh no, that's like the place you came from. What does Creed of Power do these days? Supremacist raiders. Oh cool, I've got an 8-year-old raider. Nice. Well, we'll work on dealing with that nonsense over time. Josephine, tell me a little more about yourself, apart from the fact you're soaked in insect pheromones. Wow, you are actually exceptionally good at mining. Okay, not bad. You can shoot a gun. Arm the child immediately. Arm this child immediately. Teach her to kill. What have I got for you down here, kid? I got a bunch of stuff. What do you be interested in? There you go, an LMG. There you go. Go grab a light machine gun, Josephine. You can join Engie out here in doing some mining until it's time to kill. Oh, this is a terrible idea. It does kind of depend where they pop. What was that? Things are on fire, people. That's a fire. Lisa, maybe you want to deal with that? Never mind. Jonesy's on it. Okay, that fire did set fire to things. Oh, that was the boom rat. Oh, our weird pet boom rat that apparently, according to comments, has been in this base for game weeks, perhaps months, and I've never noticed until last time. Oh, okay, you finally died and exploded. Great, well, there's some more meat that I didn't really need. I do want to kind of get on my idea of a secondary freezer, a backup pantry. Again, we all remember the great pantry fire of 2021. I'd rather that didn't happen again. So we'll think about that as things are going on. Where's the team, by the way? Zoom in here, Dave. You're very, very far away from things. Because I might be able to get them back in time. Yeah, they're about here. They're gonna be pulling into the Royals any moment. So I might be able to get them back in time and have a full complement of trained killers and Kirk, basically. Kirk, don't bother, man. Just don't even bother. I'm actually wondering, maybe I should just restrict his movement. So he only does things I care about in a small, confined area because he moves so slowly. The caravan's there. Excellent. So let's jump to that location. Let's do some trading here. Okay, so first of all, sell off all the things we can sell off. Wow, we keep picking up berries every time we go. They'll take the light leather. They'll take the hardcore narcotics, obviously. They'll take the happy tree seed. Good. They'll take, wow, yeah, my 2 clubs there. Good. Glad we're getting rid of that. And they will take my sculptures. All right. Now, the important thing, do you have any plasteel? And what do you have for bits? Yeah, it's still the same stuff, I think. Remind me what smokescreen was? Smoke pop packs. I mean, if I've got a little extra money left over, I will take virtually any book. I love the books. It's just passive skill or passive research without really doing anything. So you've got a hand, a nose, psychic reader, psychic sensitizer. Talk to me about plasteel. You do indeed have some, and you've got enough of it too. So I need 153. If I bought all of this, I cannot in any way, shape, or form afford that. So what if I just bought like 160? Wow, I'm spending a lot of money here. Ain't no lie. I'm spending a lot of money, but I brought the money. We've got the money to spend. And that grav anchor is not getting built unless I get the stuff to build it, frankly. No good drugs, Luciferium. I think I sold them that. And human, yeah, I definitely sold them the human leather. There's no question I sold them human leather. Good to know you guys are still sitting on that. Well, if you're spending over 1,000 silver, get the book. You know, what's an extra 183 at this point? You'll make it up somewhere. I'm kind of thinking about taking the nose. I'm just shocked no one's had a nose blown off lately. But no, that's like half my money right there. Okay, so one more time. I am getting 160 plasteel. I need 153. Let's see, 147, 300, 153. Math is not my strong suit, but that one's a fairly easy one. I'm probably getting comments about how I did the math wrong. Let's go ahead and accept that, and let's send you guys immediately back home. So just go right over there. Yep. If you could hustle, bit of a shock when we get back. We've got an 8-year-old, and she's soaked in insect pheromones, as she's a little stinky. Yeah, it's like Axe body spray. It's just disgusting, and it attracts the wrong sort of people. But we've got bugs coming. So I bet they're going to go for hydroponics. Just because that would be my most valuable room right now. Just wreck my hydroponics. Where is the fire? Yeah, again, it's pouring rain out. I don't think this is an us problem. We're fine, guys. We're fine. Where else? Yeah, over here I've got more geothermal, but they're well walled in. So raiders should not attack that. Wow, I've got a lot of geothermal. I've got so much geothermal going on right now. It's those hydroponics. They're just sucking up power. And I'm not opposed to putting some more down. I'd like to see some more hydroponics coming in. I don't really need that table there. It's a very silly table. That's a very, very silly table. What? Oh, inspired surgery scathe. Great. Good. Do you have any capacity to rip your own spine out and replace it with something? That'd be super. Where is the mech repair nonsense? Okay, I mean, it's still working. We can kind of back burner that. I'll get Kaylina on that at some point in time. Possibly, maybe. Yeah, great job, Scathe. Get up and do surgery on, ideally, yourself. What quest is expiring? The surveying site. Yeah, no, we're not really going to do that. I don't have the capacity to do that. I mean, I could leave. I can leave any time, but I am not burning this map. That is simply unacceptable. Wow! Engie got all of that done already, while I was just idly chit-chatting. Great job, Engie. Well done. Well, let's do this then. So I need a stockpile zone over here, maybe like that, and then just copy this and put it over here. All right, and then get rid of this one. There we go, delete that. Okay, the barn thing can come together very well. I'd love to use this as a barn, but I don't think I'm allowed to. It's a quest. If I alter this in some way before the appointed time is over, I don't think I get that anymore. Oh, and they've got all the cotton out. Great. Perfect. Good timing on that. Delete that. What are we dumping over here? Oh, that's probably clothing. The caravan's here. Great. Good. Okay, well, I didn't need to worry about that. Josephine, you're heavily armed. Why don't you go up in front of, like, Jonesy here? Kirk, you just stay at the back. And the rest of you guys, Tweak, you can come up front, because you've got shooty weapons. And Kaylina, you don't really do much around here in terms of combat, and neither does Voltstron. All right, so great. The kid's going to need a bedroom. Do I have any spare bedrooms? I'm not 100% sure I do. I can put something together for you fairly quickly. Poppy and Engie are kind of taking up a couple of bedrooms here, and you're not leaving for a while. Let's make sure we don't get them killed, Dave, when the bugs come. How about we don't get them killed? I wanna pursue the whole Mechanator thing. I've been humming and hawing and hemming and hawing and hemming about that for ages. So I'm gonna need to think about bot room, but I've got still plenty of space I can carve out into this base. Let's just start. If Engie's so hip on mining, speaking of mining, so's the kid. Why don't you set the kid up with something here? Where did you go, kid? Josephine, there you go. Soaked in insect pheromones. It's not sexy, kid. So you need to be number one on all the things you can be number one on. Definitely, you're gonna be number one on mining. And if you've got nothing to mine, why don't you do some hauling and cleaning? Particularly, yeah, just be on that. Just be on that. You choose, kid. But let's get, speaking of mining, let's get an area carved out for a new bedroom. And you know what that means? I'm going to have walls to smooth. And you know I love the wall smoothing around here. That's a little rinky-dink. Let's get a slightly bigger one there. All right, it's a kid's bedroom. How big does it really need to be? Okay. Back to work. Need warm clothes. Yeah, I think, Lisa, you probably have done most of the stone blocks. In fact, there's still extra stone blocks over here. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay on that. I could put you onto some tailoring in the reasonably near future. It's not in my storage because we deleted that zone, but there are tons of stone blocks over there. Oh, Voltstron's on it. Okay, Lisa, what are you doing? I've heard from sleeping. Let's get some more things set up here. So how about we did, let's see, pants are all set, shirts, parkas. Yeah, oh, she's on it. She's already on it. She's going to get on that. Lisa Laser loves a bit of tailoring. And could we unpack the, well, they'll get it done. They'll get it done when they get it done. Let's not stress over that. Yeah, there we go. The medicine's coming in. People are unpacking things. This is all fine. And what was I going to do? I was going to do something very, very important. It wasn't really that important. I'm just going to say it's important to kind of justify the fact that I don't really remember what I was going to do. I'm really just waiting for the bugs. I'm just waiting for the bugs right now. You can just kind of go away. Sorry, I don't know where your thing is. Is there not? Maybe it was in here. It might have been in here. Grab ships, bore focus, ship to the stars. One of these things was the Machinator. I would like to get some bots going on. Tweak tried to convert Kalina. Cow 1 is pregnant. Those two things are probably unrelated, I would imagine. Logging site. Theft? It's not theft, right? While talking, an ancient complex contained treasure. Okay, so I don't know what that is, but it's not the Machinator. And a bunch of grav ship things I could be going for. I am going to need more grav-light panels at some point, just not today. It's not allies needing help. No, it's none of this nonsense. It's none of this. Why did I... Hang on, why did I not do this one? Oh, that's NG and Poppy. Never mind, we're doing that. That's NG and Poppy. Never mind. I don't remember where the Machinator is. Probably later, after I've stopped recording this, I'll bounce around. I know it's out on the map somewhere. It's here somewhere. I just don't remember quite where. You'd think it would be in a pretty obvious place, like, hey, I don't know, a big M on top of it or something. But no, it's not that at all. Maybe it's not this run. Who knows? I never know. I sort of wake up and start recording videos, and then it's like years later, and there's a YouTube channel. And I'm like, how did this all happen? How has it come to this, Dave? How has it come to this? Oh, Kirk, bless your heart. Oh, look at that. You moved 2 stone blocks over here. Wow. Maybe I put you on cleaning or something. You can just idly putter around cleaning the place. That might be the best move for you, Kirk. Apart from death. I mean, really. Really, kid. Really. This is just not okay. Where are you going? What are you doing? You're going to make a door. Okay, cool. You know what? You go make a door, kid. We've done a bunch of hardcore narcotics. That's great. That's more stuff we can sell later. Let's keep that plan going. Oh, we've already got one for Yayo. Yeah, we'll just keep that rolling there. Did we put the plasteel up here? Yes! Yes, we did. All right, we got all the stuff in there, and I have a grand total of 17 plasteel left. But everything is finally up in here. And we've even got some extra advanced components. We did get a lot of them from the Royals the last time, but some extra ones are not going to go amiss. I think I need them when I build the Whoosy McWhat's-It thing that goes here. Wow, Engie, just punching down mountains. Punching these things down. Well, obviously time for some wall smoothing then. Let's just get some smooth walls going on in here. I'm building a brand new bedroom. Let's make sure it's nice and smooth. Also, do I have any power in this neck of the woods? Yes, actually, I got power right there. Great. Obviously for the hydroponics. So let's start with a light so people can do things a little bit faster in there. And then put a door up. So a nice, just simple wooden door in there. And did I ever learn carpets? I love carpets. Did we do we haven't done carpets. We won't take a break from the thing that we're doing, the Whoosy McWhat's-It there, the multi-analyzer. But soon we'll have carpets, and then I can do shag carpeting in the kids' room. It'll be nice and soft in case they fall over. I understand. That's the thing the kids do. Also, Voltstron. Voltstron, you over here? Can you guys kind of talk this thing down the ledge? You don't do wardening. Who does wardening? Whitehead, you do wardening, don't you? It says it's reserved by Voltstron. No, don't trigger duplication, Voltstron. I don't reserve that. Get Whitehead up there to talk it off the ledge, please. I should really put that in a box or something. That'd be ideal. Yeah, I need like an alert. I mean, there is an alert. There was literally an alert right here that led me to do this. I'd like an earlier one. I'd like I'll just set something on my phone, probably, that says, go talk the corrupted obelisk off the ledge. Because it's having a bad day. All right, it's getting down. It's getting down a little bit lower there. Good job, Whitehead. You're proving your value there. Proving your value. Let's move all the meditation spots inside. That'd be a great idea. Because, well, we're going to be outside meditating, and then people are going to come in and punch us in the face. So just put a couple of them up, and then start deleting all of those. Just deconstruct those. Thank you very much. Operation Move Everybody Inside so we don't have to live outside and nothing will ever hurt us ever again is going great. So, how about a barn? What do I have for wood? I don't actually have really any wood. Chop some things down. Nature is for suckers. Nobody likes nature. Chop anything down that lives in there, and then maybe a few more out here that I see. we'll start to get a barn going down here. So structure, wall, wood, like right. I know you're saying I don't have enough wood. I assure you I will rectify that. So how about like here, and then probably a little bigger than I need, but there we go. And then the animal flap can go right in there. And maybe a regular door right here, just so we can get in and out if we need to put in kibble or something like that. That's not a bad idea. I know you're saying I don't have enough wood. I assure you I do. And then, how much steel do I have these days? Not nearly as much as I need. I think we've got some on the map. Yeah, we've got some on the map, and we are working on it. But it's just kind of a slow roll. Oh, keep working on the bedroom down here, too. So, again, you're going to tell me that I don't have enough wood to do this. What have I got? Oh, what? Oh, an Imperial Trader. Oh, neat. Cool. You might have something I want. I don't know, but you might. I don't really have anything to sell. I've got more gold. I know. Comments are going to be like, don't ever sell gold. It's just that I've got almost 1,000 units of it, and, you know, there's other quests that will come up that will give me even more. And it may surprise people to know, gold is super valuable. I don't suppose the bugs would like to turn up now. Like, right in front of the royal's face. What is that? What do you own? A colossus toad. I have to have one. I have to have that. I don't care what it is. I will pay any price to own that. Just, wow. What a sales technique. Show up, you've got a colossus toad. And obviously you've come to the right place. You just walked right into the right place here. Mila, you're royal. You want to go talk to these people? Find out how much they're selling a toad for these days. Because the answer is I don't care. Whatever they want, I will pay that. It's pink. Look at that thing. It's pinkish purple. I don't know what it does, but I bet it's going to be amazing. Also, somebody go get that heel root. That looks nice and tasty. Wow. I have to have that. There's no price I won't pay for this. Get me that toad. Now. Just, Mila, where are you? You're losing them, Mila. You're losing them. The toad might get away. I don't care. I haven't even seen that in the game yet. That's brand new to me. I have to own that. There's no... Yes! 274. A bargain at triple the price. At triple the price, I would pay more than that for a colossus toad. Male, aged 4. Now, more importantly, I don't suppose you got a spine on you, do you? Boy, if you had a spine, that'd be great. What have you got? A love enhancer. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay, it's not really a spine, is it? Not really what I needed. Okay, but you've got a bunch of good stuff here. Let's see what we can do with you. We've made a couple of sculptures, so sell that. Look at that. That almost pays for my toad right there. Almost paid for my toad. What have you got for books? Rough Thresher is just recreation. Solar panels. I think we already know solar panels. I feel that we do. And although I love the books, even if we don't know solar panels, we can figure that out pretty quickly. That's a pretty low rent one. Brain wiring, I would not mind. I would not mind that at all. That's joy wires. There's your path to happiness right there. Just hardwire somebody's brain and force them to be happy. Just make them be happy. It's expensive. It ain't nothing. I actually wouldn't even mind just buying some flat-out steel off of you. Medicine, maybe? Like, what have you got for medicine? I mean, I got the toad. The toad is... I'm so excited about this. I have not been this excited since Saber Kitty. And the tigers. And all of that. I love the new animals. The new animals are amazing. I love most of the new animals. Like 20% of them are just slightly different birds. I think we could have stretched our imagination a little bit on that. Although they're fun, there's many different types of birds, and they all are basically the same. But I do love the new animals from Odyssey. Am I going to take brain wiring? What's the chance that's going to come up again? That's the thing. Okay, if I buy this, I'm going to need to sell some gold. Wait, I have 747 wood? Why are you telling me I don't have wood? I got wood right there. We couldn't possibly have chopped all that down that quickly. It must just be on the map. What if actually a charge lance would not be a bad idea? That's grossly expensive. If I said I wanted to sell you 100 gold. All right, I'm down 679. How about 150 gold? Down 346. How about 175 gold and you give me a toad? I'm down 179. That's probably about what I'm comfortable selling at this point. Okay, I get a toad. They get some gold. Everybody is happy right now. Okay, train my toad to kill. No, that's the wrong thing, Dave. Also, by the way, probably just kill some things while we're here. Why not? Where's my toad? Where's my toad? Where's my toad? Can I train it to kill? No. Yes. Yes. Never mind. The answer is yes. I am now opening comments for naming my colossus toad. I'm so happy. It's too bad Saber Kitty died. I bet they would have gotten along well. Saber Kitty would just sort of look at the colossus toad, and the colossus toad would, I don't know, flick its tongue out and eat flies. Oh my god. If this thing flicks its tongue out and, like, injures people, I'd like to say Game of the Year, but I pretty much think RimWorld is Game of the Year. Let's get that tech print in play. Jonesy, can you go please apply that tech print? I spent a lot of money on that, but that is joy wires. That can be a very quick path to happiness for people. So now, oh wow, they did take down all these trees. Holy moly, guys, you weren't playing on the trees. We'll get some more down. I'm going to build a big fence. So before the bugs come, let's just get the destruction of nature underway here. So let's do fence talk here. What season is it? By the way, it's fall. Okay, so I'm not going to grow a lot of hay in the near future. I'll have to have a think about that. Well, we got plenty of stuff to do, kibble. So how about we did a fence that went like this, and then over, maybe up a little bit like this. Hang on. No, that's going to interfere with where the trap corridor is. And so will that. Maybe not. Delete this zone. I know what that's for. That's for clothing that we want to get rid of. I'll fix that. And build a copy of this, like, way up here. And I'll move all that nonsense up there. And then deconstruct that one. We'll go more down into this area. So let's do a fence like this. And then probably just bring it right down there. Yeah, bring it right to here. What? Oh, the tech print's been applied. Thank goodness. Okay, that'll all work. And we'll put a gate in there so people can kind of get in and out of this area. And we won't do anything with it now. It's not even going to happen. But I'm just going to set up a growing zone. Actually, don't set it up now. Because they're just going to spend time sowing it. And it's going to be winter soon. And they're going to be like, we totally can't grow hay here. So after you said don't set it up now, you're clearly setting it up now. Just don't put anything in it. So don't sow and make this hay grass. And then we should have quite a bit of food. No, we don't, actually. No, that's a lie. We don't have quite a bit of food. Not for the animals, anyway. So let's do another zone over here for stockpile, I don't know, whatever this is. And then copy this one over here and paste it over here. No, paste it over here. Thank you. Okay. We've done brain wiring. That's great. Mila needs death rest. Kind of bad timing, kid. Because bugs? Like, how desperate is this right now? How bad is this? Because I don't want to have to wake you up. I'd rather get the bug thing done. How soon do you need that? All right. I know we can select it now. Yes. If they go too long, death rest exhaustion. Can I get, like, a ballpark on that, kid? I got to get you an eye at some point. I'll work on it, kid. I'll work on it. No, I don't have, like, you need to have it in X amount of time. Okay, the new barn is going to go out great. And then this, we're just going to take apart and seal this area off. We're just going to wall ourselves in, and nobody will ever hurt us ever again. Where's my toad? Where's my toad? Toad? Also, I should probably restrict you to areas. Why don't you guys be in the runaway zone? Just in case you're kind of out and about and something tries to attack you. I don't want to... Okay, great. We've got a boomalope in play. Super. I'd love it if the bugs popped up right there. They totally won't. But that would be ideal. Maybe in the toxic waste dump. That'd be good, too. I'd be fine with that. Do I need these wood-fired generators anymore? I bet you I don't. I've got so much geothermal going on right now, and I could even hook up another one. I know the hydroponics are taking up a lot of power, but this is also wood we're just sucking up for no reason. I'm going to try deconstructing them and then hope that all works out. And hope that in a previous episode I didn't try that and it didn't work. And now I'm doing it all over again. How are we doing over here? Okay, we're doing fine. 150 work left, 149. Mila, if you could just kind of hold on a little bit until the bugs are done. then we can kind of deal with your death rest thing, I assure you. I'd love it if Scathe needed death rest. Somebody could just park her over here. I've got a thing for you down here. My paralyzed vampire. Again, comments still divisive on this, but other comments are saying if it's gray, it ain't coming back. So I have always looked at destroyed as meaning it's not coming back. Shattered, it would still be there, but comments is basically saying if it's gray, you cannot grow it back no matter how much of a cool vampire you are. Even though you're a stunningly beautiful vampire, it's not coming back. So the quest for a spine continues, Scathe. We might have to take the slow roll through research, go to fabrication, and then go to bionic replacements. Again, bit of a slow roll, but we'll get it done eventually. I mean, Jonesy's pretty good at this. Jonesy's pretty good at... There he is. Oh, look at my toad. I own a toad. A giant colossus toad. Gonna go check out the throne room. It matches with the dark light. Yep, it blends right in here with the dark light. This is great. Oh, also, let's get the kid's bedroom put together now that I know I have tons of wood. So one wooden double bed could go right there. And then do some of the other things around here. So do the end table, and the dresser could live over here. And then we'll put some flooring in at some point. Again, what have I got for stone blocks? We've got a fair bit of marble. Might do a nice marble floor in there. And how are we doing up here? We got to get this one door done. Because that's a really easy path for someone to just walk right in. So could somebody, like, deal with that? Who's good at things? Everyone's asleep. I am loath to do this. But Kirk, could you do the door, please? Could you go work on that door? I know, call me next week when you're done with it. But you're available, and you seem to like building doors. You seem to favor door building. And who's on animals? I gotta make sure these people are trained to kill. And by people, I mean toad. And by toad, I mean my giant toad that I own right now. Whitehead, okay. And Whitehead's pretty darn good at it, too. Engie's not bad at it, either. Engie's not bad. She's not gonna be here forever, but she's not bad at it. I could use some more animal training people. Hey, Kirk, you can technically do that. You'd never be able to keep up, though. You'd be chasing after the thing, and it would just be peeling away from you. Even at the slow pace of the Megasloth, it would just be peeling away from you here. Do I have... Okay, that's Fluffy's bed. I should put down another one for my toad. A toad needs a bed. Can't have a toad without a bed. That's just ridiculous. So we've got some cloth. Let's put up toad bed. I think right here. I want to display my toad at all times. So we're going to put the toad right here in the hallway. So everyone has to walk by the sleeping Colossus toad, who is amazing. I'm going to be very clear about that. Comments are open for naming my Colossus toad. My purple... I'm thinking Prince. I mean, just for obvious reasons. Just for obvious reasons. But I'm open to suggestions. Maybe Purple Rain. I don't know. Maybe Strawberry Beret. Boy, he started to get weird after that. But yeah, let's see what we're going to name this cat. More geothermal there. I've got to have enough. We certainly don't need these wood fire generators. That can't possibly be a thing. I'm broadly just waiting for the bugs. I'd like to get this out of the way. I've gained a Colossus toad and like an 8-year-old who stinks, which most of them do, as I understand it. So I'm in the win column today, and this is going to be done. We're going to have that done. I'm up on the day, and I'd like to keep that going. So I'd like to get the bug attack out of the way, so it's not sort of looming in my brain. I was going to say the lights are out. This light is out, so we could actually kind of use another light over here, couldn't we? Let's put a light over there. It's very, very dark. It's extremely dark over there. So let's get another light put in that regard. Hey, Kirk, I know it's the same day. Oh, you actually got this done. Wow. Okay, so we're not impenetrable, but that's way better defended now. Way better defended. You know what else would help? Some sandbags. How about we did some sandbags around here? So do security and some sandbags like, let's see, they're going to pop out here. So they're either going to go that way, or they're going to pop out here and be over here. So how about like one set of sandbags like this, and then another one down here like this. So if they come out here and go that way, we're covered. If they come down here, we're covered. If they go that way, we're covered. And have I actually learned turrets yet? Do I know how turrets work? I don't genuinely remember. Gunsmithing, mortars, gun turrets, no. Okay, we're going to move on that pretty soon. Line this place with turrets. Ah! My grav anchor. It's finally done. Weeks and weeks and weeks since Odyssey came out. Toxic fallout. That's broadly fine. That's okay. A few days to nearly a quadrum. That's not the worst thing in the world. Show me my runaway zone, please. So show me runaway. Is the kid's new bedroom in there? Kind of hard to tell. Yeah, over there. Just barely. But yeah, let's expand that a little bit. Go there, and maybe like out into here, that kind of thing. And then might just have it be this entire area. Yeah, do that. So all of this can now be in the runaway zone, because this is where we're going to run to. So that, all of the grav anchor, all that kind of stuff. Maybe not out. No, that's fine. We've got a door over there somewhere. All of this, like that, and all of that, and all of that. Okay, that's all fine. So I could just restrict everyone to that zone. Yes, I know, toxic fallout, everything's terrible. I know Mila needs death rest. But I don't find toxic fallout to be that big a deal. However, Volstron's going pretty far and wide around here. I could just, for now, we're going to see how this goes. I'm going to restrict everyone to the runaway zone. Wow, I've got a lot of people. Got a lot of people there. And we don't actually need the no cube zone anymore because there isn't a cube here. I'll try and remember to delete that. So this will keep them largely indoors. They'll go out here a little bit, but largely indoors. Good thing we got plenty of food. That is good. In fact, why don't we... I see we're draining more blood from Lamp. Good job there. I was going to say make more food, but Mila's on it. Mila's cooking down here. And then Whitehead is training the Mega Sloth. If you could work on the Toad, that would be great. Yeah, all the stuff is dying here. So what we do need is kibble. All right, we definitely need some kibble then, because we're not going to get any hay coming in the near future. And I'd love to accelerate. Oh, I was going to say, wow, holy moly, guys. I was going to say accelerate my plan to move the animals, but that seems to be covered. Thing is, the animals are going to be outside. I'm not worried about toxic fallout for us, but I'd rather they did not die. We might have to keep the animals inside for a little bit because they're just going to wander. They're dumb creatures. They're just going to wander away. Okay, here's how this is all going to go down. We're going to make a slightly new zone for just the animals. So, how do I want this to go? Give me a brand new area. Let's get rid of the no cube zone. So, a new area, and let's call that animals not die. All right, so you guys are going to be... How's this going to work? All of this, because I'm going to need to have you inside for a degree. Just in case, because we may not be able to put enough food together, I'm going to temporarily allow you into the freezer. So you can kind of make your own arrangements with food. This is a temporary thing while we move all your food over and also make new food. So why don't we start by getting rid of this zone? So delete that. And then they'll move everything over here. What is the priority over here, by the way? Important. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, they're not going to put kibble anywhere else anyway. And then we'll get some kibble made. But in the meantime, I need to move these guys over here. So all the animals... Get rid of the pen marker, Dave. That's the thing. Put up a pen marker, Dave. That's also a thing. So how about we did a misc pen marker? I don't really care what you make it out of. Except not steel, because that's slightly more valuable than wood. Put up a pen marker right here. You're saying I don't have enough wood again? No, there's wood up here, guys. You got wood here. Don't even worry about that. Lisa frantically making this. Lisa, why are you not doing, like, clothing? We probably don't have enough cloth. We probably just don't have enough of that. So people are outside in the toxic fallout, but they're not going to be there for long. They're going to run out of things to do over there. And they won't need... There we go. Actually, Kaylina, could you kind of finish that, please? I actually need that. Thank you, Kaylina. So let's delete this pen marker. Where did I put my pen marker? There it is, over there. Delete that. And then all of this will get moved. And also turn this zone off if I haven't already. Yeah, don't sew anything over there. We'll leave it running. I don't think it's going to survive the toxic fallout, but we'll leave it running. And then all the... What? Yes, okay. There's the Josephine thing. Kids, you stink. Where are they? In my rec room. Of course they are. Why wouldn't they be? My beautiful rec room. My gorgeous... I need another bookcase in there. We got a lot of books. People just... Guys, could you pick the books up and put them back on the shelf, please? Maybe just don't throw the book on the floor. I mean, come on. Just don't throw the book on the floor. Right. So, combat team, including the children, come over here. We're going to line up right here. It's going to take them a sec to kind of punch through that. So let's do... What is wall raise? Form a temporary wall. Wait, what now? Soil up deep under the ground. A temporary wall. Huh. Who does that? Is that you, Mila? Yeah, that's you. When did you learn that nonsense? Okay, I know. You need to, like, you got too much heat. It's going to create a lot of heat. You can do it. You got the psi focus. Let's all pretend to remember that that's a thing that exists, because that could come in really handy, like, right about now. Right about now. Where are they? Oh, they're over here. They're in Whitehead's room. Oh, that's less good. Team, remember how we were over here? Let's be over here now. Let's be, like, sort of in this general direction here. Be, like, here-ish. Okay, there they are. Never mind, too late. Let's go here. Let's slow everything down, Dave. Let's slow everything down here. Okay, so one is out. Whitehead, come over here. I need your shooty stuff. And all of you guys. Yeah, see, this is a problem. Poppy's running for her life. Can we get, Poppy, why don't you go anywhere else? Do you have a weapon? No. You're probably going to die. Why don't you go in there? All of this for a stinky 8-year-old. Let's go here. Mila, can you do your, like, big jump thing? Wow, you have so many abilities. You're so awesome. I love everything that you're doing. Long jump over to here. Okay, just to kind of tie this guy up. And then get in here. It's attacking Poppy. Badly, I might add. Everyone else, no, don't melee attack Lifter 1. That sound like something I want you to do? Whitehead, you just actually stand there, if you could. Like, really, really close to where the bugs are, because they're trashing your room right now. Mila, do your spine attack. All right, that's usually pretty effective. And boom. Okay, good. That one's done. Go. Go this way. No, sorry, not you, Poppy. You can kind of go about your business. Mila, come over here. All right. Mila, there we go. All right. Potato plants are dying. That's fine. You know what? I'm going to learn to cope with that. So, team, if you could come over here, and then they're going to come into... I wonder if they'll get into that room first. How about we lay a little surprise for them? And by surprise, I mean shoot them. Mila, you're up front because, Warhammer. Okay, we're vaguely ready. Mila's going to kind of lead the charge here. I wish my battle toad was ready. Okay, let him come through here. Just wait them out. Okay, they're trashing Whitehead's room. Sorry about this, Whitehead. And the bed's gone. And the door is going to go. Okay, there we go. Mila, do this when he gets in range. Okay, well, we already took care of that one. That one's already gone. And then do your spine attack. Boom. Okay, and then just hit this thing a bunch. You got Capone, your amazing Warhammer. Okay, lots of things are happening. Medical treatment is needed for whom? Mila, that's fine. That's fine. Of all the people, that's the best one to need medical treatment. Lisa Laser is in, and the lasers are just going crazy. Takes a long time for that thing to charge up, but boy, once that thing starts firing, Lisa Laser ain't no joke. Oh, look at all the laser happening right now. Hey, Mila, you want to, like, attack the thing? Maybe you want to attack that thing? There you go, it's stunned. Whoa, easy on the lasers there, Lisa Laser. Easy on the lasers. No, yeah, attack that one. Okay. I think we're done. Shooty team, actually, I don't really need the whole team. Just Whitehead, go clean up your bedroom. All right. No, guys, it's cool. Just undraft yourselves. Just let Whitehead deal with it. Wait, who's still alive? Is it you? Dead? Dead? Mega Spider, still alive. Attack that thing. No, don't clean Jonesy's room. Mila, you're being very silly about things. There we go. No, Lisa, easy, kid. Easy on the lasers. Okay, I get it. You're shooting Mila, I think. Mila is a vampire. She might be immune to lasers. I have no idea. Mila, maybe get out of the way of Lisa Laser. She's going nuts with the lasers. Okay, she's off laser now. You should probably go get healed up, kid. Whitehead will take care of the last hive down here. And you're going to grab a bug. Good. Actually, we'll need that for kibble. Oh, we've moved the animals. Fantastic. Okay, good. We are in the process of moving the animals. Great. You done, Whitehead? No, you still got a little bit more there. Just shoot that. Sorry, they trashed your bedroom, dude. It's not pretty in there. No, you're right. It ain't nice. Okay. Wow, you're terrible at this. Angie, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, you're gonna grab wood. Okay. You're rebuilding Whitehead's bed. Great. We will have that, and all of the insect jelly is fine. Whitehead, deconstruct this glow pod because it makes me nervous, frankly. Where were you, Battletoad? What are you doing? You're moving the bedroll. Okay, oh, that must have been on one of the yaks. Okay, yeah, we're probably deconstructing the yaks here. So, colonists needs rescue whom? Kirk, of course it's Kirk. What was your problem? Oh, toxic buildup. Yeah, it is rather toxic out. You're not wrong about that. Hey, Lisa, can you grab Kirk, please? Don't strip him. Nobody wants that. Mila, are you in bed? You will be momentarily. How banged up are you? You're fine. I mean, you're bleeding, but you're fine. We've got blood. There's blood in the fridge. Oh, Josephine, you can go off duty, kid. Welcome to the team. Try and, like, get a wash or something, if you could. Who does doctorizing around here? Jonesy. Cool. Jonesy, can you go deal with Mila, please? Thank you. So, Mila, tend to her. Thank you. Okay, Kirk's gonna get rescued momentarily. I might need to restrict them even more to just keep them inside. Problem with Kirk is he moves so slowly, he actually gets the toxic buildup. Oh, and let's keep our animals inside. So, they are technically in the runaway zone. Maybe I peel that back a little bit. How toxic are you right now, Fluffy? Nothing, you're fine. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how much of a liability that's going to be. It's going to be a big liability for the boomalope, because they will die and then promptly explode. You have no health conditions now, but you definitely will. Well, I think that went very well. I think we've had a very good day. We've built our grav anchor. We've done a little bit more trading. We have a stinky 8-year-old. But most importantly, we have a battle toad. I have a giant colossus toad. That's somewhat redundant, a giant colossus. Anyway, I've got a big purple battle toad. And we're very, very excited about that. That's probably an excellent place to call it on RimWorld for today. Do please keep the comments coming in. Let me know what you're thinking of this. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours. We'll see you next time. Citizens Tropico, everything is under control. This is not a fire. This is not a fire. This is an aggressive urban redevelopment program. Increase the boa constrictor education rating. Big snake, keep away. Are you all smarter now? Oh, you have a migraine or a rattlesnake bite. Well, this is wicked simple, Linda. Have you been bitten by a snake? If the answer is no, then it's a migraine. No, I'm waving, though.
Oh,
I'm waving.
That's exciting.
I'm waving very frantically.
How are you doing that?
Now,
How are you doing that?
I can't with this.
Oh.
I can't.
This is it. Right. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in.